Nigeria is ramping up efforts to boost local dairy production as the sector records steady progress in addressing long-standing gaps and inefficiencies, paving the way for a more resilient, productive and sustainable industry capable of meeting rising demand. This renewed drive is highlighted by the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding between the Federal Ministry of Livestock Development and Nestlé Nigeria Plc for the establishment of a Dairy Technical Skills Development Center in Abuja. Yusuf Jika has all the details.
Widening gap between local dairy production and rising demand, stakeholders have converged for a landmark event aimed at transforming Nigeria's dairy value chain. The Minister of Livestock Development, Idi Mukhtar Meha, says the country's economic future is closely tied to the livestock sector, noting that government is committed to creating a business-friendly environment that attracts and supports investors.
We are closing that gap in terms of skill acquisition, practical hands-on experience. If you go to a farm, you see there are so many segregated areas. You need to ask questions. Each one is done based on scientific knowledge, based on entrepreneurship.
According to him, the Memorandum of Understanding with Nestlé to establish a Dairy Technical Skills Development Center will equip the industry with critical skills and drive a transition from traditional practices to a modern, sustainable dairy system, boosting food security, creating jobs, and stimulating economic growth.
The center will enhance productivity, promote best practices, and improve hygienic standards across the dairy value chain.
We import lots of dairy and we need to close this gap and become more of a local production in that. But from our side, we don't see it as just more farms, more cows. It's how can we get more out of the existing cows.
This breaks the dam in relation to other corporate citizens in Nigeria collaborating with the ministry in order to make manifest the humongous promise that is in this sector.
MOU between the ministry and the Nestlé Nigeria Plc. Nigeria stands to gain more trained personnel in the modern dairy production and therefore upscale its local dairy production from over 650,000 litres to over 1.5 million litres annually.